Hey everybody, I'm Jordan with Warpfire Minis, and we're moving over to round 2 of that Old Town Summer Strike I went to. This time it's going to be Idoneth Deepkin, and let's just jump over to the table. So here we are on deployment. Both of us were 2-drops. He won the roll and decided to drop his stuff first. That way he's going to choose if he goes first or second. Traditionally speaking in Age of Sigmar right now, that means he's going to make me go first, and so I deploy with that in mind. But just to run you through his list, he has a Shark, 10 Reavers, the Casty Eidolon, 6 of the Offense Eels, another 10 Reavers, 3 Defense Eels, and the new Mathaela Wizard over there, 1 more Shark, and then 6 more Offensive Eels. So when I'm looking at that, really the Eels are going to be the ones coming in. That's his big punching unit. Sharks and stuff can chip away, be annoying on the monsters like the Deceiver to make their charge worse. Then Namarty's just peppering little shots. Eidolon casting some spells. They've got the one where they can reduce your save, so like he'll try and combo that when he's going to go punch something. Then for me, this is the event, so it's the same list for me. Deceiver, 6 Rat Ogres, Deathmaster, Brood Terror, 20 Clanrats, 10 Night Runners, Bell, 3 Rat Ogres, and 10 more Night Runners over here. So we deployed, then I could do my pregame move, and so I send these Night Runners up. And then for this mission, it's Roiling Roots, and so you want to control 1 objective, control a pair, so we got the 2 reds or the 2 greens, and then control more than your opponent. And so pregame moves are done. I predicted it right. He is going to give me the first turn. So let's jump into Skaven, top of 1. So first thing, start of the battle round, drop down my Nahal over here, just to give me the option to jump on that objective if I need to. Then 2, I've got the run and charge on the Deathmaster for the Deceiver. So I kind of want him to send that Shark down here, try and fight this, and boom, I can just jump on him. Then both of us for tactics, mine is Scouting and Restless. His was Scouting and Master the Paths. Master the Paths means I don't want to give him a free kill on a hero. I can usually stop people at turn 1. Just the Deceiver's hard to catch. The Bell's pretty durable. Deathmaster I can just kind of keep out of the way. So I'll try and score my points on Scouting, win on Primary, and if I can keep him from scoring Master the Paths, I'm for sure going to score step 1 of Restless at some point in the game. That'll kind of give me an edge. But we'll jump over to casting spells. The first thing I do, I cast the Pendulum from the Bell. And we shoot it right here in the middle. This is just saying, hey, if you want to send your eels down this way to try and get to the Bell, I'm blocking that off. Then I try to cast a couple more spells. Nothing goes off. Just going to be like swords over here. No real skitter leaps here to go for, so jumping over to movement. Then for movement, he's going to be going second, so he has control of the double turn. So I don't want to like run all my stuff forward, because he's going to hit me, get the double, hit me again, and that's going to be bad. So we play it pretty conservative. We just kind of shift up a little bit on this side. So Deceiver goes up here into the Obscuring. Deathmaster behind. Rat Ogres push up to be wholly on. Clanrats shift up just to touch this objective to help score more. Then when I'm positioning the Clanrats, I like to give myself like, hey, here's a counter charge just to give them something to sweat. For these Night Runners, we got the +2 move going from the Bell. So I just do a regular run, go up here to touch this objective. Then the Brood Terror, I run it this way. And the Bell just shifts up a little bit. Just getting these guys wholly within 13. Then if I want to scoot these Night Runners back a little bit in his turn, they'll be in range later on. Then on this side, he's got these 6 Eels might come down to try and get this objective afterwards. So I'm just going to shift these Rat Ogres up, get them ready to counterpunch this way. And so that's it for the movement phase. And that ends up really being the turn. I don't want to charge in. He's too far away to do a counter charge on this side. But this mission, thanks to the Night Runner's pregame move plus running forward, let me snag the pair here. And if I lose a squad of Night Runners doing it, oh well, like 10 die, I'll get 5 back, no sweat. Everything else is in a pretty safe, defensible position. And so for scoring, I'll get max on the primary for 10. Just I've got the pair, I hold more, I hold 1. And then for battle tactics wise, I got 3 of my units outside my 11-inch zone here for this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And so we'll score the first step of scouts for 15 points. So we'll jump over to Deepkin, bottom of 1. For his hero phase, he tries to cast out the Incarnate, fails. Then he uses a second spellcast to banish the Pendulum. Flips over to me for my 3 Claw Steps move. And I'll just bring these Night Runners back. If I don't have to lose them for free, cool. And then by swinging them back here, it's just getting him in threat range that if it flips to my turn, I can jump on him. Then we scoot over to his movement phase. On this side, he just moves the Shark up to take this objective. And he doesn't take the bait on the Nahal, so he's staying kind of far away. With the run and charge, I can probably still get there, though. The 3 Eels here, he scoots up to take this objective. Mathaela, the little hero, moves up behind him. The Namarti just shoot up and then stay up on this terrain feature, which I forgot to put down, which now it's here. And that gives them +1 to save if they're wholly within 6 of it. So they just shimmy up a little bit. And then lastly, we've got the shark and the eels. The eels, they can move 14, and so he's making a play on this objective and just screams them down. And so there we go. The eels and the shark just went up right behind him. And then that's it for the movement phase. He just keeps everything back there, just playing pretty conservatively outside of this play. Shooting, the shark shoots a couple shots at the rat ogres, does 2 damage or something. The bell will end up peeling it off later. And then the eels, they go for a pretty long charge here, 9 or 10, and bang, they hit it. So here they come. So he sends them right there. I don't go for a counter charge. He's got enough damage there where if I do send the rat ogres in, he can kill the night runners and the rat ogres. So I just stay out, let it happen. The eels, they blow up the night runners. Which then just takes us to the end of the turn and scoring. He got the pair, holds more, and also scored his step 1 of scouting. So we're tied up 15 to 15. Go for the priority roll. I win it. And so here we go, Skaven, top of 2. First thing we do is going to be our Fleshmeld bonuses. We get the +1 attacks, +1 attacks, and we get the 5 upward on these rat ogres over here. So like we're doing great on that. Flipping the spells. I go for a fight last. We get it on the 6 eels, which is awesome. Like these guys are ready to go jump on it. Then I also get the pendulum back out again. So that's the end of my hero phase. So then he flips his tide, and they have one where lets him teleport a unit now. And so he picks these 6 eels and teleports them to the back of the board. And so that one was, I hit the fight last, got the buffs on the Rogers. He knows I'm about to blow all these guys up. So he's using his ability to get out. The problem with it is that you can't. It's a brand new book. This was like the first event that was using it. When he did this, I said, oh man, like, can you double check that? Because that seems really, really strong. And he pulled it up and checked it and must have just read it wrong where he was able to do that. But I didn't know New Deepkin at the time, so I just keep playing my game. So we'll jump over to movement. And with things like that, it's important, like, the people you're going to play in these tournaments, they're nice people. Like, he wasn't being malicious in any kind of way or trying to take advantage of it. It's just, Warhammer, there's a lot of rules. They're worded kind of funny. So nothing to take offense there. Just mistakes happen. And I make mistakes later on in the tournament too, which we'll get to. For movement-wise, though, I go ahead and shoot these Rogers up this way towards the shark. So then for the Deceiver, I run him up this way towards this shark. With the Deathmaster, I'm going to be able to run and shoot and charge. And it's an important thing to remember with the gnaw holes that you can pass over top of them. You just can't land on top of it. A lot of people will think in their mind that they can't, like this is blocking them off here, but you're allowed to go through it. Then the Deathmaster runs up just to be wholly within 13, and then stays in obscuring. For the Clanrats, we push them up just to get more bodies on this objective. I go ahead and I run the bell over here, just to get that -1 hit bubble on all this stuff here in the middle. And this one here's kind of a dangerous move where Deepkin, they can teleport. And so he could, in theory, teleport over here, try and charge my gnaw hole. Just a risk I was willing to take in this moment. The rat ogres here stay put in the obscuring terrain, and then the night runners move up, try and take this objective back. So we just move up outside of 3, and that'll be it for movement. We can jump over to shooting. In the shooting phase, I dump the Deceiver shots into the shark and leave it on like 2 wounds. Over here, the night runners shoot into the eels, and we kill 1 and like 3/4 of one, which was pretty good. Like, anytime the night runners do damage, you can't really expect it. So when you get it, it's great. And that puts them in a good position to take this objective back. Then we have the Brood Terror shooting. I was going to shoot into the eels, but since that went so well, I was in range to hit those Namarti Reavers in the back. And he's 2d6 attacks. I end up rolling something like 10, get most of them through, and I kill all 10 Namarti Reavers. Then over on this side, I only had the 1 flamethrower could reach the shark, do a couple damage. Cool. That takes us over to the charge phase. I go and I charge these night runners in. I charge in the Deceiver, and I stay just outside of the Reavers. I can pile in and fight them if I want to, but that's just given like the chance if he wants to do a counter charge for some reason and come in, like make him waste the 2 CP instead of me just letting him be in combat for free. And then I can just make the decision as I want to when the time's right. Then over here, we need kind of a long bomb charge on these rat ogres, but we get it, and boom, we're into the shark. Then that'll take us into the combat phase. The Deceiver, I don't need to teleport or anything. He's fine, definitely not going to run away. So then just which combat do I want to do first? Shark's not going to really damage me, and if I do, I can like heal it off with the rally later on. In the middle, he could kill a bunch of the night runners. And over here, probably can kill 1 rat ogre. If he spikes, maybe 2, but should be okay. So the debate's really between these 2. And I end up choosing to go with this one first. He could kill all the night runners. He's got Mathaela, can give the guys a little bit of a buff there, so we fight there first. We kill one eel and almost finish off the last one. He then fights with the shark and only does like 3 damage to a rat ogre, doesn't kill one. Then it goes over to me, and I do choose to pile into the reavers. The shark only has 2 wounds left, so I split attacks here. And so I think I end up putting like 3 attacks into the shark, 5 into the reavers, and I end up killing the shark and leaving 4 reavers left alive. Then he goes with the eel, kills 4 or 5 of the night runners, and then the rat ogres get to fight. They did get the Fleshmeld +1 attack bonus here. I think they also had the 5-up ward. And so they pile in, they fight the shark, and they kill it. And so another important note, he was running Beastmasters, not the one where the sharks regenerate. And that's a big deal where if you're playing the sub-faction where they get to bring back the sharks for free, when you're killing the sharks, you're almost doing them a favor, because then they just bring it back to life at any turn, like take your objectives away and stuff like that. But since he was doing Beastmasters, I could freely go after those guys and just, you're removing them for good when you take them off the board. Then that takes me to the end of my turn. For scoring, I get Restless. I took the objective back from him for 5, and then 10 on the primary, so another 15-point turn. I spend a CP and we get 5 Night Runners back from that first squad that died. And so I drop them over here next to this gnaw hole, and just having extra bodies on the objective is cool, but putting them in a position where they can help score Scout Step 2 later on. And we'll jump over to Deepkin, bottom of 2. So Deepkin hero phase, first thing he does is get rid of the Pendulum, and then he casts their new Incarnate. I don't have that model, so we're just going to use Kronspine. And then with the Deceiver being so far in his territory, it's got to go kind of way back there where he doesn't want it. And so then I have my Call Steps move, and I use the Clanrats here. We're going to build a little bit of a screen for the bell in case these 6 eels want to come down. And that's just me trying to protect from Master of the Pass. Like, I don't want him to kill a hero. The Deceiver over there, if he charges in, he should be able to get away with the 4-up, 3-up. So help protect this guy a little bit. And then we'll jump over to movement. On this side, the 6 eels come up to get these Night Runners. Then these eels here in the middle come straight down. He's going to make a play on this objective. I think at this point, he lost a lot of material in my round. I had a really good turn. So he's probably playing for the double here. He needs to hit some stuff, get the screens out of the way, get the double, and then crash in again. So he sends them down this way. Then he has the Eidolon. It scoots over here towards the Deceiver. And then the Reavers, they backed up kind of towards his own objective there. At this point, I think I had 1 CP left, so I was saving it for an all-out defense, just in case the Deceiver fails. He peppers me with some shots, does a couple damage, and then we'll flip over to the charge phase. The 6 eels over here, they make it in. The Eidolon makes it into the Deceiver. And then these 6 eels, they make it into the Clanrats. I don't have the CP for counter charge, so then we flip over to combat phase abilities. Brood Tear, he did good, stayed outside of 3 inches of that one. The eels, they do some charge mortals, some stuff, and kill some Clanrats, kill some Night Runners. And then Deceiver, I hit the 4-up teleport. And with that, I got to jump in range of somebody that's within 13 inches, and I got to be within 2 inches of them. So I jump over here to these Reavers. We're just going to polish those guys off. And so we set up over there, outside of 3 inches of the Incarnate, outside of 6 inches of the Eidolon, so that he can't pile on and fight me. Then we'll go to the actual combats. He fights here first, since the Clanrats can do some okay damage into him. Fights, but I've got the -1 to hit up on the bell, and so he only ends up killing like 12 Clanrats. Goes over to me. I fight the Night Runners into that last standing eel, and I kill it. He fights with the Namarti, doesn't do any damage to the Deceiver. I kill the Namarti, he kills the Night Runners. Then Clanrats fight back, do a couple damage to the eels, and that's going to be the turn. End of turn, I get a couple Clanrats back. And then his Eidolon over here did pile in, just to take this objective away from me. For scoring, he's only going to get 5 points. Didn't get Master of the Paths. Scouting Step 2 is a little bit hard. And then between the 5 OC here on the bell and the Clanrats living, just too many bodies on this objective to hold a pair. So we roll off for the priority roll, going into 3. I win the priority roll, and I take the turn. Hero phase, we roll some Fleshmeld stuff. I end up killing one of my own Rat Ogres over here with that. I also set up a gnaw hole over here in the corner. The other Fleshmelds, we get +1 attack and +1 attack over here on this. Go to spells, get a fight last off on this big pack up here. Then I go for an Unbind on the Incarnate, get it with the Deceiver. But with that one, it only kills it down to half-life, doesn't take it fully off the board. Then we'll jump over to movement. For movement, I take these Night Runners, put them on the objective. The Deceiver, we move him outside of 3. This turn, we've got the +2 movement from the bell. So the Brood Terror and the bell both are going this way. We set the bell up where I can kind of go either way. We'll see where needs more help. But these 6 Rat Ogres have just been waiting. It's time to go in. Deathmaster just moves over this way a little bit. Make himself not obscured so he can do some extra little shots into that. This squad of Rat Ogres moves up towards these eels. And then since we got the fight last off, we're going to send these guys that way too. Then that's it for the movement phase. He goes for a redeploy on the eels and only rolls a 1, backs him up an inch. That takes us to the shooting phase. Over here we shoot. Between the Deathmaster and the Rat Ogres, we kill a couple eels. Deceiver shoots down to the eels, kills another one. Then Brutair shoots into the eels, kills 1. Then Rat Ogres over here shoot in, kill another one. Takes us to the charge phase. These Rat Ogres, they make it in. Over here, the Brutair makes it in. And I go and I bring the little hero into combat. The Brutair's not scared of it. With the eels being fight last, like, I'll try and kill off all the eels and then use him to kill her. Screaming Bell makes the charge. Since the shooting went so well here, I did roll big enough to go into those eels, so we do. Rat Ogres over here make it in as well. And then these guys, they fail the charge, but that's not a big deal. Last one up is going to be the Deceiver. He charges into the Eidolon. There are no counter charges to be made, so we hop into combat abilities. Deceiver, we hit the 4-up teleport, so he's gone. And so we just hop him over here into these eels. I don't need the help on the damage, but just it's going to let these guys build a screen here to keep the Eidolon from getting to him. Then with the Deceiver charge into the Eidolon, I never actually wanted to fight him. I just wanted to have him locked up in the charge phase so that he can't countercharge these guys. And what that's going to do is that when it flips over to his turn, if he chooses to leave this objective, I'm going to take it away from him. So he's going to have to use one of his very few resources left to kill these guys. Otherwise, he's losing an objective. So the 4-up teleport or the 3-up runaway just to get the Deceiver out, make sure he stays safe, prevent Master of the Paths. But we're rolling hot right now. Got all the way over here. Life is good. Other combat phase abilities. We proc some extra attacks, Brutair drops a claw to give them +1 to hit. Then we just start fighting. I go with the Rat Ogres here first, kill the 3 eels. Then over on this side, those eels are fight last. So between the Bell and the Rat Ogres, we end up killing all but 1 eel. So then the little hero did a couple damage to the Brutair. So then I direct the Brutair attacks into that hero and kill it. So then the 1 eel fights back, ends up killing 1 of the Rat Ogres, and that's the turn. For this one, scoring, I'm only going to get 10 points just on the primary stuff. I've got the pair of objectives here, and then I hold more. Scouting, I'm not going to score that this turn, but we'll be able to score that in later turns. Right here, I just had the opportunity to jump on all of his good stuff right now. When you hit that fight last, it really lets you just pile onto it. And that was kind of the theory behind this list, was the little MSU Roger packs. They're very frail, so like if they hit you first, you're going to die. So whenever you get that fight last spell off, it lets you send them all in safely. Everybody's going to get to swing, and point for point with the Fleshmeld and their own War Scroll ability for the +1 attacks. They're very, very points efficient for the amount of damage that they do on the level 3 packs. And so I get my 10 points. We hop over to bottom of 3 Deepkin, and at this point, the game's just pretty much over. Like, he ends up going over here and kills some Night Runners, starts to trying to score some points, and over the course of the game, he does score some more points, but I've got so much left on the board, so much power. I end up unbinding to get rid of his manifestation. Like, he just didn't have enough resources left to outscore me. And so I just held more on the primary, held my pairs, scored my scouts tactics over there that are super, super safe. And eventually for Restless, I just had to take away his 1 objective, and then at the end of the game, hold all of them. So score the tactics, and that's it. Another win for the Rats. So that's that. We're 2-0 on the tournament. And for this one, just kind of, when everything goes right for you, you're going to win some games, and we'll take it where we can get it. Moving on to round 3, we got Disciples of Tzeentch up next. And the games, they're only going to get tougher from here. But as always, if you guys need any models, check us out at warpfireminis.com. Thanks for watching.